And through the penultimate corner, again, seems never-ending, and Avi has not nailed that at all. Round the final corner, he's actually duking out with Chuckling Brothers. It's going to be very close between the two of them. Who's going to get pole across the line? It's going to be Chuckling Brothers by 4/10. Avi really did not get that final section right. Surtak, but it is a new face. Chuckling Brothers. Chuckling Bruvas Brothers? I assume it's brothers. That would make the most sense. 5 red lights. And we're underway for the French Grand Prix. It's Chuckling Brothers with a good start out front. Surtak tries to get the start. Someone has a terrible incident further back. The main Wayne's out. Robinet's out. TF Mario's out. 6 cars out. 7 cars out at the start. Someone had an absolute nightmare there and took out everyone. Unsurprisingly, there's a straight. He's leaving it very late, is the Alpine. Very, very late indeed. When's he going to go? He's gone. He has gone. And he's caught Surtak sleeping, and Lifebout is taking full advantage of it. Up to P5. He goes. Really unfortunate for him. A disastrous start to his campaign. Chuckling Brothers sets the fastest lap. Surtak just about keeping with him, but 1.1 seconds is the gap, and he's out of DRS range. Chuckling Brothers has exited 4 seconds behind Ted, meanwhile. So he's going to be chasing for the final podium position, but I think the McLarens are gone. They are 1 and 2, very comfortable right now. Fairly soon, but Chuckling Brothers is already on the back of this train. Here he is, 5/10 behind Ted, and I think we'll see him make the move pretty quickly. On the final corner they come. I think Ted is going to be vulnerable here. He is indeed. Chuckling Brothers a much better exit. Up to P5 he goes. And he is charging. Look at that. 33.0. What a lap. So, quite the performance from Chuckling Brothers so far. Zuba trying desperately to stay with DTS Ayrton. But now he's got this charging Alpine behind him. I don't think he's going to be able to keep him behind for very long. Here comes Chuckling Brothers, a much better exit already out of that flat-out left-hander, and Chuckling Brothers straight up into P4. He is out for blood, and he nearly hits the back of DTS Ayrton. Wow, just about managed to avoid him, but that's going to cost him a huge amount of time. He's back to P6. And the battle for that final podium position continues to rage. DTS Ayrton still in 3rd at the moment. Zuba still in 4th. All of these guys have already pitted, so it's a straight fight for the podium. Chuckling Brothers looks to make this move on Ted again, and down the inside goes the Alpine, and he does indeed make the move for the Williams driver. And I think this is going to be short work once again for Chuckling Brothers, but he'll feel a sense of deja vu here as they come through exactly the same section. He gets a better exit once again. DRS open, but this time nothing for Zuba. I think this will be a lot simpler than last time for the Alpine. Up to P4 he goes. Brakes comfortably for the chicane, and he is up. And Surtak final corner further back, but this is the battle to watch. Chuckling Brothers right behind DTS Ayrton for this final podium position. As they come round, he gets the better exit. He's going to have the DRS. There's nothing DTS can do about this one. The Ferrari tries to defend to the inside, but Chuckling Brothers just with a massive amount of overspeed, and it's done before the braking zone. Into P3 goes the Alpine. And that is pretty much the best he is going to get today, unless there's a disaster for the McLarens, who have them. Chuckling Brothers finishes P3, I think deserved, with his pace there. Surtak on the grid, so they get a few meters, but we're about to get underway. Here we go. 5 red lights. And we're underway for the Netherlands, the Dutch Grand Prix, I should say. Aces gets a drive through, another car loses it at the start. I think that is Trugster this time. Luckily no carnage. Someone's on the gravel further back, but it's a good start for Scott, who keeps the lead. Aces also getting on the gravel, and this time there is carnage. Aces on the gravel takes out a bunch of drivers, and that's Chuckling Brothers out the session. He's really unlucky there. Really unlucky. Robinet is second, DNF in 2. He's going to be... And we're underway for the Japanese Grand Prix. It's a good start for TF Martin. He's instantly into the lead. Robin down to second place, and there's someone off. That's Tier out of the session already before turn 1. Scott's gotten a 5-second penalty. I'm not sure how that happened. The main Wayne in fourth. We're back to green flag racing as the main Wayne goes for it on Trugster. That's never going to end well. Trugster into the gravel. The main Wayne's only got himself to blame for that one, as Short Marcus up 6 places in the Mercedes, up to 3rd place already. Fantastic stuff from him. We've got out on the exit of there, and Short Marcus into P2 on Robinet. Must have gotten a much better exit out the hairpin, and the Mercedes up to 2nd place. Robinet the closest battle on track, so we'll keep an eye on it. But Short Marcus, we've got to keep an eye on that gap as well. Short Marcus really catching TF Martin at the moment. 1.1 seconds is the gap. Their last laps as Surtouch right behind Rick now as well, but the top 2 are very close together as well. Short Marcus 2/10 behind the AlphaTauri, who's been leading this race from the start. Got a really good start, did Martin. Passed Robinet straight away, but ever since then he has been in a league of his own at the front. But Short Marcus is looking very, very quick at the moment in that Mercedes. 6/10, 7/10, just behind as and come through sector 1. Still no incidents as Short Marcus nearly loses it. Wow, how on earth did he hold on to that? That's fantastic car control from the Mercedes. Oh, it's going from bad to worse for him. We've got another spinner. I think that's Moti again, as Short Marcus still trying his best to get past this Alfa Romeo. Can he make any progress? There's a lapped car in the way, which could distract the driver, but look at that, closing's just no way through. The track's too narrow at this point. Cut to the front because Short Marcus is not quite close enough and nearly goes into the back of the AlphaTauri. Looked like Martin braked a little early there, but Martin comes across the line to win the Japanese Grand Prix from 2nd on the grid. Redemption for last week for him. Short Marcus finishes P2. A valiant effort from him. He is one to watch for the rest of the season. Robin 9 positions is the last race winner, and Short Marcus as well, making short work of most of the cars as he sets the fastest lap as well on lap 2. Side with the tow as the Williams gets up to P3. Moti is down to 2nd in the meantime. Aces has gotten himself into P1. We've got people changing positions up and down the grid. Short Marcus into the pits. He's had enough of this. He doesn't want to get involved in all this battling. He wants a clean track.
That's a smart move.
It is. I think it is a smart move. He's going to gain a lot of time from doing that, I believe. Slithery, yeah, you're absolutely right. Everyone into the pits in the top 11. No one.
Does the rest make it past? I
wonder. Here comes Short Marcus. He's coming down now. He's gonna make it. What a decision from Short Marcus to pit early on. He's up to second place.
Chaos and straight up to 2nd.
Absolutely fantastic from him. It's a Mercedes 1-2. Aces on the soft to the end. Short Marcus on mediums. He'll be comfortably getting to the end. And I wouldn't bet against Short Marcus on winning this race now. He showed amazing pace in Japan, just unable to find a way through Martin in the end. As the main Wayne does make that place, and meanwhile Short Marcus, the 2 Mercedes trading positions at the front. Short Marcus has finally made the move, and Aces has spun. Oh no, it's a disaster. He's led the race for so long. Hopefully he can still keep that podium. I think he very much deserves it, but Short Marcus takes the lead by quite some margin now, and it's going to need a massive mistake for him to lose it. Who's got the fastest lap? And sending the Aston Martin into the wall. But meanwhile, cut to Short Marcus. What an amazing strategic decision from him to pit early on for the medium tyres. It worked out beautifully with the safety car. I think even without the safety car, it would have worked out
getting
fantastic.
Out of that pack.
Exactly, and he wins the American Grand Prix in the tow. A massive crash across the line. Aces finish. And we're underway for the Canadian Grand Prix. It's a terrible start for Womax further back, but a good start for Trugster. Tears up to P2 down the inside. A lot of people. 3x3x3. Oh, someone's lost it. That's Tier, and he's caused untold carnage at the back as everyone tries to avoid him. Rick has been super unlucky and gotten caught up in that. DTS Ayrton, the two Mercedes as well, have gotten caught up. That's huge, crucial for Short Marcus especially. Lifebout already up to P8, the championship leader, looking for a good result today. The last place as Short Marcus and the Toe losing positions at the moment. The Short Marcus up to P9, Scott down to not sure, but Aces up to P11. The Mercedes are looking up. Short Marcus sets the fastest lap, in fact, just to prove it, as Lifebout's going to be gutted with that. He's going to lose the championship lead, I think, as long as Short Marcus as long as things stay as they are, and I'm sure Short Marcus is going to be fighting his way further up the grid. TF Mar 10 as well, but he's on the hard tyres, of course, so he's not going to have a good time for the rest of this race compared to the guys on mediums. Spaled Wrong in 4th. Robinet continues to stay in P2, but remember, Trugster and Robinet still have to pit and lose a bunch of time as Short Marcus gets past Mar 10 in the background. Mercedes up to P6 now and looking to cement what will be the championship lead as it stands, and setting the fastest lap in the process. He is looking very, very strong, and Womax has got to watch out. He's only within 2 cars of the Alpine now. And Short Marcus, it's like you can almost hear the Jaws music as he approaches, and the main Wayne round the outside of Spaled Wrong. He's made the move, but he's gone wide in the process. I wonder if Spaled Wrong is going to contest that, but it doesn't matter because Short Marcus has made the move as well. The McLaren down 2 places in just as many corners, and Mar 10 trying to make it 3 places in 3. But Spaled just about keeps that up. And Short Marcus now on the charge for the main Wayne just ahead of him. The top 2 still not pitting quite yet. So 3 seconds is the gap, but they do have to stop as TF Mar 10 manages to save the car but loses the place as Short Marcus now down the inside of the main Wayne at turn 1. He's up to P4 and he is looking to take this race win now. It looked so good for Lifebout, but he just couldn't keep more than one. Who's going to get them and how crucial to the Short Marcus right behind Womax now. I think the wings on that Mercedes are very low indeed, and Womax can't do anything. D-rating on the straight, no ERS on that Alpine. Short Marcus up to P3. It's going to be P1 once the top 2 pit, and he is putting on a masterclass today after being caught up in that incident at turn 1. Very unfortunate, but he's made up for it. Used the safety car to his advantage. Seen his championship rival spin and lose it all the way down to last place, and he is now in P3 and feeling very confident. I'm sure we've got yellow, and Short Marcus takes the race lead, and I can't see him losing it from here. 2.2 second gap to the main Wayne. He is looking mighty quick. And with 7-8 laps to go, I think only a mistake from the Mercedes can take this race win. And obviously Trugster, with that time penalty, is going to cost him in the end. Short Marcus sets another fastest lap. That 3-second penalty is not going to matter, which is why I didn't really react too much to it, because I saw the gap was already 4 seconds. I thought, well, that's not really going to matter. We've got a cut to Cousteau. He has been supreme in this Canadian Grand Prix. Lifebout's up to P11 in the meantime, but here goes Short Marcus round the final corner. He's made it work. He's done fantastically. What a race from Short Marcus. He wins the Canadian Grand Prix. And we're underway for the Italian Grand Prix. It's a good start from the Red Bull. It's an even better start for the Toe just behind. We're going to go 3, maybe 4 wide into turn 1. RH moves to the inside to defend. We've got cars coming into turn 1. Everyone files through 3 wide further back as Lifebout's... Oh, that's the Toe spinning around. I think Tier might have made contact with him. Lifebout's up to P3 as a result. Short Marcus P12. The Toe all the way to the back. Robinet up to P5 5 already in the Aston Martin. He's battling with Scott on the run towards the very anti-altar. Is going to be side by side with him through the entire section. Brilliant racing from the two of them. Can Robinett take the position? I think he can round the outside of Lesmo 1. Yeah, more overspeed for the Aston Martin. Marcus, is he going to make the move down the inside of Lesmo 1 on Trugster? I think he is. They're going to be side by side through Lesmo 2 as well. Can this work for Short Marcus? Yes, it can. Spaled Wong's out of the race. Short Marcus is right there as well, the championship leader. So got to keep an eye on him as the rain comes down. His teammate surely going to do it out of Lesmo 2, I would have thought. No, not quite, not yet. As Tia and Short Marcus are side by side, the slicks are still working for now, but for how long are they going to be able to survive? Are they going to be able to go all the way to the end? Is it going to be like... But I cannot say what the right strategy is at the moment. Lifebout is caught up to Womack's very quickly, but I think that's as much a pace advantage as it is the tyres. Short Marcus, meanwhile, gets past both Red Bulls somehow, as RHM loses a bunch. It's Lifebout down to second, as Womack continues to stay P3, but not for long. Short Marcus now down the inside into Lesmo 2, and the Mercedes is looking to win yet another race in this sprint championship. But look at Short Marcus, he's right there, and I think we're going to have a three-way battle for the lead of this race as they all come through Parabolica. Short Marcus right behind, and Lifebout do anything on the run to turn 1. No DRS in this wet weather. Short Marcus unsurprisingly setting the fastest lap. Womack into the pits for the Inters. He's decided enough is enough. Tier and Aces have stayed on the medium somehow. Lifebout's gone deep into turn 1 though, all over the curbs, and he's down to third, promoting Short Marcus. It's a free position for the championship leader, and now all he has left in his way is one Aston Martin for a double race win today to cement his championship lead well and truly. He is a very, very quick driver, and I really hope I see him in Tier 1 next season, because I think he'll be a fantastic addition. Put the pressure on. Short Marcus right behind Robinett. Here goes. I think this could be the move for the race lead. Short Marcus looking for a double win this evening, and he is into the lead of the Italian Grand Prix. And Lifebound though in the Mercedes. Short Marcus taking his second win from 2 races this evening, his third win from the last 3 races in the Esrl Sprint. He's running away with this championship. Short Marcus wins the Italian Grand Prix. And we're underway. It was a quick start for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It's a terrible start from Alfred Chow. Spaled Wong into the lead. Who's going to come out in front in the mid-grid? 3 wide into turn 1. Funnel's gone off. I'm not sure who that was. Lifebout's on controller apparently. Who's that? Rick going through on TFMAR 10 on the medium tyres. Can he make the move? Not quite. What about Womack further ahead? Looking for a move. There's a lot of sparks going on down at turn 4. As who's that? Scott's gone round. Ted's all the way down as well. Short Marcus and Lifebout still at the back for now. Short Marcus has pitted, by the way, onto mediums. I imagine he must have got damage. I'm not sure where that happened, but the championship leader is 17 seconds behind the pack, but on fresh medium tyres. Short Marcus is up to P7 now, thanks to all the pit stops, and he's going to be making his way further up as more people pit. It's a dream for Rick. He is going to be leading this race as the safety car comes out. And Short Marcus as well. It's good news for him because he can come in for softs as well as everyone else I think is going to come in for softs. Yeah, he's in. Is the main Wayne going to risk it? I wonder. Short Marcus right behind in that Mercedes, but Wayne is also going to get past Ted at the same. Can he make any move at the hairpin? Not yet, but he's going to have better grip than the Red Bull, but Short Marcus is there as well to take advantage if anything goes wrong between the two. Here's the Mercedes. He pulls to the inside of the Haas driver to make the move down the inside to the chicane. He's braked very, very late, Short Marcus, and he's gotten Ted as well. 2 positions in 1 corner for Short Marcus. The main Wayne is through as well past the Red Bull, but the damage is done. Short Marcus is past. And DTS Ayrton knew Wayne would have a bad exit in the way he was positioned. Spelled wrong gets a 3-second time penalty as well, as DTS Ayrton, I think, moving out the way of short Marcus there, just to let the Mercedes through. He doesn't want to fight him. Goes down the inside into final corner on his teammate. Doesn't quite work. Marcus is now DRS range of Martin for the lead. When did that happen? The gap was 2 seconds, and Martin looked so strong earlier on in the race compared to the Mercedes. But it's all happened now. Who's lost it? That's Ted who's lost it. Zuba clearly cursed him as short Marcus round the hairpin. Here we go. DRS for the championship leader. Can he end his championship? Can he win the championship with a race win? Round the outside he goes. The Haas are battling behind as well, but we've got to keep an eye on these two, I think. Here comes short Marcus. Can he make any sort of move? DRS is going to be enabled. The main Wayne has gotten past his teammate, and he's now got to try and push to get out of that 3-second range of DTS Ayrton, or else he's going to lose the podium. Short Marcus round the outside. He's going to switch back to the inside as they go through the corner, but he's not going to do it. Short Marcus just not able to make the move. Martin holding on. Spelled wrong has lost it. Further back, Trugs has hit him, I think, and he's retired from the session. The main way, short Marcus right behind Martin. Can he make the move into the final corner? He's going to have a go. Martin goes defensive. They're side by side through the final corner, but Martin takes the win. Great racing between the two. But it's short Marcus who takes the championship win. In the Mercedes. He is the ESRL Sprint Season 2 champion of the world. Fantastic season from short Marcus. Another podium for him as well. The 5 red lights, and we're underway for the Brazilian Grand Prix. I couldn't see the lights. Moti nearly lose start, and that's going to invite Spelled wrong down the inside. It's 4 wide into turn 1. This surely isn't going to end well. Moti comes out in P2. Ted is right there as well. Womack's trying to take advantage. A lot of cars right with each other through turns 2 and 3. Trugster is retired already from the session. It looked like a collision with Lifebout, who's already all the way at the back. Womack's still P4, and we've got a virtual safety car. 10 back down the inside again. Lifebout's retired. That surely ends Alfa Romeo's championship hopes. It does, in fact, mathematically end that constructor's title. But Martin and Rick battle is what we're watching here. Martin down the inside again. Rick, brilliant stuff on the 2. Oh no, that's Scott. That is Scott. He's gone straight into the back of the champion of the sprints, short Marcus, all the way down to last place nearly. Scott of 2, and then for 3, the inside. Womack swoops around. The main Wayne makes it 3 wide, and there's contact. There's a huge crash. Moti is out the session. The toe has to avoid. Oh no, there's contact as well. Massive crash. Surely a safety car. Yes, it is. That's a huge accident in the final race of the season. Short Marcus is going to be absolutely delighted with that. It brings him straight back into things. It looked like he went. I think Robinet thought he went, but Martin back slowing it down again. Is he going to punch it? Yes, now he's gone. So Robinet is 3 wide further back. Meanwhile, the main Wayne, short Marcus and Womack's all 3 wide to turn 1. Who's going to make the move? I think short Marcus.
Short Marcus prevails.
He does. P3 for him, and Womack run up to turn 1, but we've got to cut to the front because Robinet and Martin right close together at turn 1. Robinet went for the move.
Don't count out short Marcus as well, Ghost. Yeah. He's coming up to both of them now.
Absolutely, he's taking advantage of the compromised line of the Aston Martin. Here comes the Mercedes down the inside. Is he going to make this move? Robinet's going to hold it all the way around the outside. They're going to be side by side up the hill, but I think short Marcus has done it. Great stuff from both of them. Robinet had to back out. He had nowhere to go there. He just didn't have the exit that he wanted. Alfred Chow, here he goes. We've got to cut to the front. I'm sorry, because short Marcus down the inside of Martin at turn 4. They're side by side up the hill, but again, short Marcus has to back out like Robinet did 1 lap in.
Go down to turn 4, though. Short Marcus go on the outside of the Alpha Tauri, but gets pushed off the track. The stewards will not be happy with that one, surely.
A bit of Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton, 2021 Brazil there. Same corner, same result. Short Marcus P2, and almost the same cars as well.
Almost same engine.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
the AlphaTauri. And just anticipating contact between these two as they go for it again, going out to turn 1. Outside line again for Short Marcus, but does become the inside on turn 2, and he has got the move done this time.
But
However, he won't.
Martin's going to have DRS up towards
Correct.
turn 4, and he's got no ERS on that Mercedes.
The
You
light
can
is
see the
flashing.
red light. Here comes Martin. Can he make the move round the outside? Short Marcus holds the in. Can Martin get the better exit? Not enough. And I think Short Marcus is going to hold this lead, and Robin A is going to be, as you say, licking his lips, hoping that something happens between these two. He's right there, but
They must be pretty dead by now.
they must indeed. They must be horrible to drive on. As Martin now, he's got the ERS, he's got the DRS
It's a late
down the
move.
inside,
Down
he's
the
gone
inside.
for it. Short Marcus had to react, and Martin again is going to have the DRS. We've got to watch Robin A as well behind in the Aston Martin. Neither of these guys have anything left in the battery.
Robin A, of course, does have more battery than both,
does.
and he's maybe looking for a move here on the AlphaTauri, but the AlphaTauri, oh, dummied an inside move, thought better of it right at the last.
Now, so Robin A could have an opportunity on the run to the line. Short Marcus round the final corner. He's surely going to take the win. What a way to round off his championship winning season. But can Robin A do anything? I don't think he's close enough at all to make a move.
Too far back.
Yeah, too far back indeed. And Short Marcus wins the Brazilian Grand Prix. Martin spins. He will finish 11th in the end. Short Marcus driver of the day from the back of the grid to winning the race. It looked like it was all over for Short Marcus earlier on.
It did. I think he got
he's-
caught up in an incident when I was,
Yeah.
before I DNF'd.
Yeah, definitely, because he pitted lap 1, I think. And then he
I
was...
think he did a similar strategy at USA a few weeks ago, and he ended up winning that one as well.
Yeah. Yeah, he was 7th after the first safety car, and he didn't look like he could make any inroads. He was stuck in that train. But after the second safety car, the top 2 came in, and suddenly he was released and able to fight. It was still close at the front, but his pace and race, I think, smarts in the end prevailed. And
Yeah.
as you say, he is going to be fantastic to watch in Division 1 next season.
I think it shows a massive factor around Brazil as well. He cruised, but on the last lap it was pretty simple for him. You know, he handled everything that Marco threw at him, and came out on top once again. So overall, you know, driver of the day and driver of the sprint season for me.
Absolutely, couldn't agree more. A dominant championship win in the end
Yeah.
for Short Marcus, and a win here in Brazil. Martin